Well, welcome to Adwick Lane. Looking a bit like a bomb site. If you saw my previous video, I mentioned we were swapping rooms around. The layouts were moving into another room. Basically, I've been working on it over Christmas. Adwick Lane is here. Basically, it's just the station board. I've put the station board up where it's got to go. And if you saw the previous video, I was planning to sort of, instead of having it as a terminus, make it a through station, because I've got enough room to put a fiddle yard at either end. So what I've done is I've taken the buildings off this end that were here. Now this is what I'm planning to do. They're not fixed down yet. I've got to clear all the old ballast off and clean the board up, and I've got to tidy the buildings up a bit. But this is the sort of thing I was doing. They've got a platform like this at Horsestead Kings on the Bluebell Railway, and I believe Sheffield Victoria had the same setup as well. So that's the kind of thing I'm planning on doing. You see, this will just be like a loop platform, parcels and things like that. These will be the two main platforms. This one will be, the third platform. But yeah, I can get a fiddle yard to go around here, and have just like a narrow board behind me, behind the computer screens. Because I've got my studio in here as well. But the board, each board's going to have a piece added on. I think it's about 9 inches added on, but I think I've got enough board to do that. So yeah, basically I've taken all the track up, scraped the ballast off to there, because roughly where this track is here, obviously is where the platform's going to be. I've got to get another platform kits, because tried to get them off in one piece and they didn't. So, but platform's going to come out as far as here. Then I'm going to have like a wall from here along the back piece. Engine shed, I'm thinking of putting right behind here, the engine sheds, or so the old brick one, but I've got the modern one as well. Now what I'm thinking of doing is maybe having if there's enough space here, I can get another track in the side here, maybe have this as a head shunt and have it so it comes up to the modern shed. I don't know yet, not sure how I'm going to work that, or maybe have a track in between the shed and the station. I don't know yet. Don't know how I'm going to work that. So yeah, I've got to scrape all this lot off, so make this flat, and then I've got a nice surface to work from. I'm going to keep the bay platform in there, and that. This is the other end. I've put that on there. That fits beautifully on there, so that's okay. That's where it's meant to go anyway. I may have to adjust the other top back pieces, but I don't know. That's going to go over the tunnel, hopefully. Got a board to go in here. As I say, I had 9 inches to the board. Fiddle yard at the back of here to go down to there, and then go on to Droxford, which is over there. Droxford's all put together, controllers wired back up, and it runs. So that's all sorted. Droxford, but obviously I want to connect Droxford to the fiddle yard, so I can obviously sort trains up for there, and maybe do it so it connects, and maybe I can still run the steam trains in on here, because I'm keeping the isolating sections, because that one I can bring a train in, maybe run a train round, take it back out the other way, things like that. So maybe a bit more operating scope on it. So that's what I've been up to anyway. I've got sort of time off over Christmas, so it's a case of I've got plenty of time to do it. Got to replace some of these lampposts, but I've got the lampposts that I took off this other platform, so so I've got plenty to replace. Some of these are got a bit damaged in the movement. Well, in fact, it's only one that's got damaged, but I took the overhead masts off and that, because I thought rather than knock them flying, it's just easy to take them off. They just glue them back on anyway. But yeah, that's basically progress so far. It's Christmas Day, and I've just filming this. Boxing Day, I'm hoping to get this end done, the board up at least, but I've got to clear all the old ballast off it and that, and scrape it off and get it flat. And I've got to extend the board by 9 inches so it fits in the corner. So I'm hoping, what I want to do before I go back to work in January is to get this end done, track laid, and the fiddle yard done, and maybe get Droxford connected at least, and then I can work on this bit. This end is a work in progress. I can still run the layout just as a terminus still till I get this bit done. So you know, I'll maybe put have a bridge here and a tunnel, and maybe put the preserved bus depot up here to hide because obviously what I want to do is from here I want to make it so it curves round here and into the fiddle yard. So if I can have a tunnel there that will hide that curve and things. That's kind of the plan anyway. So I've got these will be the two main platforms, loop platform. I've got to clean these tracks off because obviously the glue where the buffer stops were excuse me, and tidy up the ballast. So now that's worked so far. It looks like a demolition train's come through, all bombs being dropped on it, but as I say, it's a work in progress. I'll do little add little bits on as I go through. Well, just following on from the last video, I've cleaned. Right, that's all where it's going to be. That's how it's going to be all put together. That's what I've done there. I'm going to tidy this, fix all these up anyway. That's the next project. I'm going to do that tonight. But I've cleared all the board surface. That's all I've done today because I weren't too well in the night. So what I wanted to do with the other board I didn't get done. So that's what I've done anyway at the minute. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get the engine shed out that I'm going to use. And you remember me saying about the engine shed. Now what I was thinking, got these there, and I was thinking of putting the engine shed sort of roughly about there. So you've got that engine shed in there. That kind of just fills the board up nicely there with the engine shed. I'm going to have a gap there for the platform. Now I've got this other shed here. Now if I put it, I could put it here. Move that out of the way a minute. And I could put this one. I could put this one in there, perhaps in there. You could have it like that. I don't think it looks right because it's too modern to go with this building, and then you've got the track coming out the back. So what I'm thinking of is definitely putting this one in there because I think that looks nice. I think that just kind of finishes it off. You can have a little pathway at the end, not enough room to put a track in there, but have a little pathway there coming into the depot. Now platforms are going to come out to there, so I've got a spare track there. So what I might do is keep that. So I have two tracks coming into the engine shed, and maybe have that as a little head shunt, and maybe have this one, if I can fit it, on this board opposite sort of. So that's sort of like that. Engine shed there. Should just fit on there. Pretty much how it was on the old setup. But I can probably, the platform will be there. I can maybe have a or maybe have a little track that comes in this side to go up. So, I don't know, we'll see anyway. Or I may put that in a completely different location. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Or I may put it on this board maybe. I'm not going to the only point where it's going to be on this board is for the engine shed, because these tracks are going to come straight through here, bridge there into all the point work will be off site anyway. And I'm thinking of putting above baseboard point motors there as well, so I can have all the points electrified as well. So yeah, that's basically what I've done today. Got this bit cleared. I'm going to get these buildings sorted out. Can't glue them down because I've got to drill holes into there. It's a bit late to be sort of drilling holes, so I want to get them all tidied up tonight, let the glue set, and then they can be put in. But I definitely like this look with the engine shed there. I think that looks alright, and it kind of fills it up. I mean, I could have had a car park there, I suppose, but you know, I still want my locomotive sheds and things. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I want to make it so I can get like my two and three carb DMUs in there and things like that, you know. In fact, this I might use this one because I've got the door at the end, so it'd be ideal for DMUs and things. So that's what I've done today. As I said, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to do because I weren't too well in the night. I spent most of the day in bed, so I've just had an hour or so just clearing all the old ballast off. Tomorrow I've got to clean the ballast off that board there tomorrow, because that's the next board that's going to go there. So that's going to be tomorrow's job, and then I've got to make a 9-inch extension to that. I'm planning. The plan is to get this section here up tomorrow. That's the plan. Whether it works or not, I don't know. I need to buy another Metcalf stone platform kit, because I looked at the platforms that I'd taken off there and they weren't salvageable, so I thought I might as well buy some more. But I'm going to the swap meet at the racecourse on the 30th, so I'm hoping somebody's got a Metcalf kit there that I can do. I was thinking another idea was to, hang on, if I could find the old design, would be to use the mainline booking hall there. Maybe put that there, or put it there. Perhaps, but then if I move them down, it's going to be too much this end, but that all kind of matches up nicely. So I think I'm trying to get the old style. I've had a look on eBay and they're a bit of a rarity now, so I think I'm going to stick with the original, like keep the original entrance, I think, and go with that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's going to be a way. Then I'm going to have to get a footbridge, go across, or what I might do is just get some footbridge steps, and because I'm going to extend the platform to here and have the ramps this side, sort of thing. So what I might do is get some footbridge, or maybe just buy the Daypole footbridge and just use the steps. Buy 2 kits and have the steps so they come up here to the road bridge. So you come up to the road bridge, go across, and then down to the platform. I don't know yet. Or I could sort of just shorten the span and maybe put it there. I think I'm probably going to have the footbridge here, coming up to there, going across, and then down. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I might actually make it so the bridge is over this way a bit. But I'll definitely have to buy two footbridge kits and then join them up. So. But yeah, it's the progress so far anyway. I've got a bit done, not as much as I wanted to do today, but still got this little bit done. Well, today's progress, this board's now on, it's all put together, fiddle yard is on, the board's up anyway. I've not put the track down yet. I've marked out the piece to go in that corner so I can link Droxford to the fiddle yard. So basically this will be the line for Droxford, but it also lead in to the third platform on here. And I've actually started putting the track in. I've got into the bay, got these 2 platforms down into the point work there. I've got to sand this bit, there's a bit of a bump there, so I've got to sand that down. Comes into here. I've put my HST in there to mark out how far it comes. I can get my HST. This is the longest train I've got, my HST, so that'll go in there. What else have I done? Glued the buildings down at the minute. I'm not worried about the gap underneath there, because the engine shed I'm going to come there. Pavement will come in, paving there anyway. That's how it looks down the platform. This track will be taken up because it's only a little short bit, so I shall do that. I'm thinking of putting underpasses, because if I've got to buy 2 footbridges, then chop them up. So I thought about using underpasses there. Ramp ends will come here. It's going to I'm planning to curve around here. Then I've got some set track curve points to go in there for the fiddle yard that end. And I was messing around with my set track curve points today, and I set them up with a couple of bits of track and tried my mainline 45s and me 56s, because if there's a dodgy bit of track, they will find it. Now, right, I'm definitely going to put the engine shed here. So I think it looks alright. I'll just put it roughly. I could be careful because the glue's still wet there. So that'll be alright. head shunt there. I'm going to put this locomotive shed maybe this side over here. I can run my DMUs into it and stuff, and then the bus depot I'm hoping will fit around here somewhere, hopefully. This I've got to move these up. I've got to cut a piece to go in there with the dairy and another 2 shops. I'm going to extend this across here so for the park, and I'm going to have a model fairground on there. So yeah, that's what I've done at the minute. I'm hoping I was going to buy set track curves for the corners, but I think I've got enough. I can just cut some flexi track for that. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I can at least get the fiddle yard in. Hopefully tomorrow, might be able to run something. Well, actually, I can run it as a terminus still at the moment, because I've still got isolating switches for these 3 tracks, so I can actually run it as a terminus at the minute. I'm going to keep the isolating sections in, because if I bring a train in and I want to bring another locomotive onto the back end, I can do. I want to possibly have a little siding over there or something. I don't know. Anyway, but this line's going to come round to this point here, so I can run stuff into there. This is going to be the mainline platforms. This will be just a little bay platform. I can run things into there, but it'll also link up that end to the fiddle yard up there, all being well. So anyway, that's the progress today. Hoping tomorrow to get fiddle yard done. I'll get that piece in over there, fiddle yard done, and possibly might be able to run some bits tomorrow. That'd be fun. And hopefully try and get all this in as well, and work out how I'm going to do the engine shed and stuff. Anyway, that's what I've been up to today anyway. But I'm definitely going to put the engine shed in there. Definitely think that looks pretty good done like that. I think like that, and then when you come around this side, just kind of finishes that bit off. Then you got halfway up the side of it. I think that will look okay. Right, well, here we are. Update, another thing. Right, these buildings are now stuck down. Look, this is, I just put PVA glue. That's it. They're all stuck down. All the wiring's underneath for lighting. That's all going to be wired up. I've not done the overhead mast yet because I'm still doing bits and bobs. Right, so what have I done today? Right, I've not glued it in, but that's definitely where this engine shed's going to go, because it also covers multitude of sins behind that with that bit of wiring in out. So that sort of does that. Point work here for it. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing with this yet, to be honest. But what else have I done? That's all in. Curve into the fiddle yard is in. 3-way points tacked in. This point here's tacked in, which will be, I can run things into Droxford, or I can run fiddle yard into this other platform. I can also run round this platform as well using the main lines. Also, this track's into there. This is going to be a stabling point, because if I run the steam trains in to here, obviously when the train goes out, I've got somewhere to store loco. You can have a loco just stored on there. So this point goes into the depot. Right, this has been a real headache today. This shed's going to go here. Obviously that shed up there is there, right? So this shed's going to go here. Now I've curved that to there, right? So it gives me that little bit more room to get this shed in, right? So that's where that's going to be, right? So now here, this is the bit that's the problem at the minute. Now I haven't got any left-hand points. I've got a medium radius one that's kind of broke. The point blades come away, but I've got this little wide point, small wide point, which I'm thinking of using there. Now this platform, oh, my stomach's wrong, but I'm not in Adwick yet. This platform's going to come down here, maybe end it there, make it sort of narrow. It's going to have a back wall on it anyway, so it won't be running into it. Now this is going to come down here like that, right? That will come round into the shed here, into that shed. Right. Then this, you see, will be a little sort of like a head shunt for this, so I can run a loco in up into there without coming into this bit. Now here, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking either fueling point or just a line where, I don't know, scrap locos, because I've got some old shunters that don't work, and things. Just maybe have that like a scrap line, or I don't know. I really don't know what to do with that bit. I was thinking, you know, fueling point, or just a, you know, a lot, sort of couple of sidings you just put, you know, duff locos on. Don't know. Thinking about that anyway. But yeah, that's what I've done today, and that. So got to get Droxford connected. The other board's done. The corner's done. Now I've got as far as the point work done, because that's going to connect up to this track here. This piece of track here. There's still stuff underneath I've got to sort out yet. Now I've got the loco shed in there. I'm going to put the loco shed in there for the steam depot, and the preserved bus depot is going to go over there as well, because I think it fits lovely in there. Just fills that corner up nicely. So that's what I'm going to do there. Because obviously I was going to put it here, but because I've got this here, I'm not going to bother. It's going to be a tunnel across here with a park. I'm going to have like a fairground on the park. I've got to cut the old backboard that was there. That's got the Unigate dairy in. I'm going to cut that. That's going to go there, and all this sot's going to be moved along, ready for that. But I can use it as a terminus still, because I've still got the isolating switches are all connected up and working. These will still work, apart from that one, because that's platform 4, which isn't there now. But yeah, I've still got all the isolating section connected, so I can use it as a terminus till I get the board to finish off. But when it's done as a through station, I'll be able to run freight and things like that, because you can't really run freight into a terminus. So I can run freight and all sorts of things. Give me a bit more operating scope. I've got all these points are for this end. When I get that bit sorted out. So yeah, that's today's progress. Taking me ages, because that corner bit was a right pig to get sorted. I had all sorts of problems with it. But yeah, pretty much that's it for today. I'm going to have something to eat now. I'm absolutely starving. Right, we're in the early hours of Monday morning, 30th of December. Sunday was a very productive day for me. I finished off by redoing the overhead gantries on there and resticking those. I've put one of the overhead masts in there, glued that one in there, done the terminating one there, put those where they're going to go, because I'm going to have to drill them to put them in. So that'll be done tomorrow, hopefully. And what else we got? Well, fiddle yard's done. It's buried underneath this track at the minute. All that's, I've put the Droxford's now collected up, so I can do that. Point work in there for I've painted that board. That's where the engine shed's going to be. Bus depot is going to be next to it. I just think that looks lovely, that little corner. It just fills it up, because I don't know what to do with it. Got one line goes straight. This line curves. This one here curves to give me that just little bit extra length on it. So at the junction of the three-way point, everything clears it. What else have we done? Well, if I swing that round, we've got a little stabling siding there, overhead mast to it, so I can stable electric locomotive there if I want to. What else we've done? Into the depot, and we've got that shed is in with the track. I opted for the single siding here, because two sidings was just a little bit too cramped, so I've got just a single siding. Crippled coaches or whatever can go on there, and things. We've got the little head shunt for that shed up there, and we've got this shed in here as well. So yeah, it's not as far back as I was going to do it, because the tracks fell short, and I wasn't going to mess around cutting a little tiny bit, and I thought, well, it's long enough. But yeah, that's how it's looking at the moment. Got the controller in. The controller's in with the socket switch between the double track there on the single track. I took all the switches for the signals out because I thought all them switches, all the wire, got to resolder some of the switches anyway. But I thought I'm going to sort of put the signals in one by one to the switch, do it that way. In fact, the signals will probably go in where they actually were. I took them out basically to stop them getting damaged, so they'll all be going in where they were on there anyway. And that's about it really. I'm gonna have to buy some more for the other end when I put the other fiddle yard in. But yeah, got the overhead mast ready to go in here. Got to drill the holes for those. So yeah, they've all got to go in. And I think that's pretty much it. I think today. In fact, it was quite a productive day actually. I got quite a lot done, so I'm rather pleased about that. So that's it so far. That's what I've been up to, and I'll do another update tomorrow. I've still got the platform lamps to do. This one needs replacing, but I thought, well, I'll do that when I put the lamps on the extended bit of the platform. I'm going to the swap meet at the racecourse later today, so I'm hoping I can pick up a cheap Metcalfe platform kit. You watch, I'll probably get the brick ones, but yeah, I'm hoping to get a Metcalfe platform kit cheap so I can get this bit finished. So yeah, not doing too bad, and I've opted for the underpasses here, the Metcalfe underpasses, because I thought, rather than have a footbridge, I can put the underpasses here. I've got to buy two kits obviously, and I only want 3 bits, but you know, yeah, the underpasses will go here. Then I'm going to have a bridge across here. This is the track work for the fiddle yard this end. That will go. I've used Pico set track curves because space basically, but I have tested my troublesome locos, which is mainly my mainline ones really, and they all run through it okay, so that's all right. So yeah, quite a productive day today. So I'll do another update on what I get done tomorrow. It'll probably just be putting the two tracks down in the engine shed over on the preserved bit over there, and putting the overhead mast up, and then I'm going to give it all a bit of a test. I can run it as a terminus at the minute, so it's not so bad, but I'm going to give all the track work a test with all my trains and whatever, and see how it goes. Right, so the preserved railway engine shed is all done, all laid, tracks laid in there. Put this little building sort of at the side like a mess room. That's where the bus depot is going to go. Shop there, it'll be like a gift shop or whatever. The only thing I've done, I bought some set track curves, cut the Pico set track curves, which I was going to use for the fiddle yard at the other end, but I decided to take the flexible track out and lay that in there, because it's a lot better running. I've had to lift the board because the Droxwood board dips slightly. There's a slight dip on the Droxwood board in the middle, and if I put a leg there, it was going to lift this, so I've had to lift this end to make it level. I've had to pack this with thin strips of balsa wood just to make it, you know, keep it smooth and that, so it didn't derail and things. So anyway, that's all sorted out. That's all wired up to this part of me duet controller. Incidentally, I paid $5 for this and a single one. Swap meet today, I was seeing these going for 30 quid, so I got a good buy. I bought that about 5 or 6 years ago now. Good bargain on that one. So yeah, anyway, that's that. That's basically this bit, track wise, everything completed. It's good to be seeing it and whatever. Lights have got to go into these, which I've got the wires are there. They'll run off the lighting for Droxwood, so that's all ready. I'm going to probably put like a wall or something here. I'm going to do this with a bridge and then make a back scene to go around there just to finish it off. probably do houses and whatever around the back of that, I think. I'm going to leave that there because I think that just sort of fits kind of nicely there. But yeah, the engine shed's all done. This is the Wordsworth one, actually. Don't know if you saw one of my early videos. Wordsworth Model Railway, free, downloadable. You print them, download them, print them, and yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good little kits. Bus depot scratch built, and that. So yeah, that's basically that. I'll just stuck that there for now because I know where to put it in a minute. It's this little signal cabin. I thought would, if I can get the thing out of here, I thought this little signal cabin could go there, and that controls the point work into the engine. I'll probably put it there actually. That controls the point work into this engine shed. Right, I'll take you over to Adwick Lane now. How's that? That was quick, wasn't it? That was a quick flit across. Basically I've been testing them. All the gantries are all done, they're all in, all this is sorted out. All the track feeds are done now, apart from this one. I forgot to do this, so I've just got to do that tomorrow. That's all done. All the overhead masts are all in now. Do you know what, this is a real ball ache this. I was testing it, and for some reason this is all, the board's dropped here on this bit, so plenty of, so I've been lucky enough. I'm kind of glad this bit's in the tunnel because I've had to pack it with balsa wood. I'm seriously considering using Pico set track for the curves because it's a bit more sturdier than flexible track, so that's what I'm thinking of doing with that. My APT was a real pig over it. My Pendolino, an old problem I had with it, decided to rear its ugly head again, so that's out of service at the minute. But yeah, I'm thinking of using set track curves like what I did coming out of off the Oxford layout, because they just seem to be a bit more sturdier. And then these bits of flexi track will be used for the fiddle yard at the other side, so I'm going to use set track curves over there as well, because I bought two at the swap meet and I tried it with the point work and everything, just held it up and it all fits. So I'm going to get some more set track curves, I think, and relay this curve because I'm not happy with it. Everything else is fine. All the other track work, brilliant, works fine, works great, but that doesn't. But, so anyway, that's this little series of videos. So I think it's going to be quite a long video to watch if you've not fallen asleep already. So yeah, that's it in the minute. I'm not doing any scenic ballasting or anything at the minute. I want to give it a complete test, and I'll, you know, at the moment I'm just running it as a terminus, but I'm going to get the lighting sorted out, and I'm not going to ballast until I get this end done. Then I can give it a proper test with everything through. I'm just testing the other end with all my locos at the minute, but yeah, this is one of the set track curves that I bought. I bought two of these for £1. And I wish now that I'd bought another couple of lots of them, because as I say, that's going to be better for the curves either end. But oh well, I should have to have a look at the trusty auction site. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll do some more shorter videos, you know, as I progress a bit more with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and this is the first video, well, it's of 2020, but it's kind of been well, it's kind of started it before Christmas, so it's kind of sort of spanning 2 years. Anyway, thanks for watching, and happy modelling.